the story that you were sharing about getting everything organized in the new place.
So I have this hall closet that goes downstairs to my basement, and I want to use that for like a pantry. So I have a bunch of, right now it's like a catch-all, and it holds just a bunch of stuff. I just recently moved, so it's holding a lot of stuff there, and I would like to transition that to just the kitchen stuff. So now it's a matter of, you know, what it is I have to move, and there have been times where I'm like, I'm not gonna do this right now. So now it's like, all right, this is what I have to do. And lately it's been bringing stuff downstairs just so I can start moving forward towards that dream pantry.
The dream pantry. So prior to using this tool, what was it like before? How were you feeling and thinking?
I wouldn't even go into that closet. I'd be like, all right, where are the kitchen bags? Oh, they're slowly moving things around so it feels more accessible. Like the things that I'm using more, keep in the kitchen. Things that I don't use as much, keep in the pantry, so that it's still there, it's close by, but it's not getting in the way.
Right.
You know, now things are where they should be.
Right.
So it feels more organized.
Yeah. And I find that when we're feeling this feeling of, it's a daunting feeling, or overwhelm, like when we think of all the things we have to do, we start pushing things off. Oh, I'll do that tomorrow, or you know, tomorrow becomes next week.
And the procrastinating, oh, it's in the sink. So like, all right, I gotta go, let me clean this, and then one dish turns into everything that's in the sink, and it's done. And then once it's done, it's like, oh, it feels so good. Then the coffee's ready, and then I get to use it, and I sit down and I'm like, all right, what else do I have to conquer today? And it doesn't feel so daunting, and it feels very, feel very accomplished as I'm doing it, because it's like, oh, now I can clean the half bath, now I can go upstairs and do this, and now I can vacuum, and I can, and it just, I get so much more done that by the end of the day, I'm like, I was so productive today.
Yes.
Like, I could do more, but let me give myself a little break of relaxing. And if I don't get anything else done today, I'm good, because I got so much more done than I thought I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it kind of like, it's like a little kickstart, because it doesn't feel, at that point, the feeling of that overwhelm is gone. And I feel so much more productive that I just want to have that continuous feeling, so I do so much more.
The self-talk, it sounds like, has changed, and now it's like, what can I conquer today?
Yeah, and it's not, and when you do sit down to do those things, it doesn't have that heaviness of, oh, it feels almost like a nagging, you gotta get this done, you gotta get it. It doesn't feel like that.
Right.
And I think that was one of the things I was trying to break away from, is that feeling, that nagging feeling of having to do these responsibilities and these chores, and you know, almost feels like, oh my god, I want to do this today. You know, now it's like, just get it done out of the way so you have time for X, Y, and Z.
Exactly. It's like you change the way you were thinking. Different attitude, new habit.
Yeah. And it feels so good. I came in this morning and I was like, I used the tool on the way here, and
that's another benefit. You can use the tool on the go.
Yeah, I did it in my car on the way here. And it's not dangerous to do that either.
That's right.
Yeah, so I was able to do that, and when I got here, I'm like, okay, I unlocked the doors, I set everything up for class, I was able to run through, you know, start my little investigation on one of the accounts, I got everything ready for my email stuff, and then when class was over, it was address whatever the account issue was, what I found, my findings were, I was done, I was good with that. And then for you, I was like, oh, and here we are.
And here we are.
And we're getting so much done.
So you're accomplishing so much more. You're being more efficient. You're feeling good about yourself. You're saving time. More motivated.
My big thing was procrastinating for a long time. Everything was being pushed back. But when we were able to sit down and just collaborate, I found that I was clear-minded enough because there was so much less on my to-do list, and it wasn't nagging at me, so I really like that.
Yeah, it's cool. And the more you use this tool, the more you find that it just changes who you are. You just start operating differently. It's like a new, improved version of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's like a turning on a light switch, and suddenly you go from all the things I have to do to what do I get to conquer today? And it's just like boom, boom, boom.
And you have time for yourself after.
Yes.
For me, that's a big thing. I like to have time to like just enjoy like either a cup of coffee, a glass of wine, or just, I'm a big foodie, so cheesecake and a movie, you know, like it's just, yeah. So to be able to sit down and enjoy the rest of my day, just chilling out, knowing that I had all this done and I don't have to worry about it tomorrow, it's fantastic.
Yeah. So we're going to be teaching this tool here at the Trinity Wellness Emporium in Union Beach on Thursday, November 16th from 8 to 9 p.m. And we would love for you to join us here. And get motivated. It's mental resilience for motivation. And it sounds like from what you're saying, it's not just for motivation. I mean, there's just being more productive, feeling a sense of calm, being nicer to yourself, right? It sounds like...
And you find yourself nicer to others.
Yes.
Like, I found that when the kids wake up and they're in a certain kind of mood, it's kind of like, okay. You just woke up.
More understanding.
You tend to be a lot less. You tend to bark less in the morning. Barking first thing in the morning is not great. So it's kind of like, relax. We got this. Yeah. What do you need? It's kind of like, what do you need? Because you've done your stuff already, and you're not in the middle of doing it, and they're not approaching you with like another thing to do. It's kind of like, I got my stuff done. What do you need now? You know. So you're more prepared to talk to them and hear what it is that they are feeling that kind of way. Same way you woke up feeling, they're doing the same thing.
Right.
But now that you're in a new mindset, it's kind of like,
how
can I help you? You know? But without the sarcasm.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's nice,
it's like the next level you, the 2.0 version.
Lately, my mindset has been the peaceful life. Trying to,
the peaceful life.
It's the peace. That's my goal. Is just having. Obviously, not every day is going to be that way, but overall, I want a peaceful life. So my focus is to do things to help me move forward towards more peacefulness in my life, more calm, more serenity, more time to chill. You know,
I love that.
So exactly. So
bring it on.
But you have to move through all those to-do things in order to get that.
That's right.
And even if your day ends in that, it's kind of like, okay, that's a big accomplishment for me.
Huge.
Right?
Yeah.
It's very comfortable.
Yeah. So. I love it. And this is possible for you too. So we're going to, like I said, come on over to the Trinity Wellness Emporium on Thursday, November 16th, 8 p.m. and learn this tool that's super simple to use. And even like you said, you were using it on your drive over here. I mean, you can use it anytime, anywhere. It's just a few minutes a day. And the more you use it, you just start to become this new and better you. Just a
and even
fresh
if you
new
start
mindset.
off just using it for getting over that overwhelm or that anxiety, because I used it initially, a lot for anxiety. And I found that it helped me through that anxiety, the anxiousness. And then it was overwhelm, and I got to stop procrastinating. And then it moved from self-doubt was big for me. Huge. So it was, I got to move forward from the self-doubt. And I want to move forward. I want to move, the focus was letting go of those bad habits to move forward to that peaceful life that I really want. So
that's what it is. It's letting go of the bad habits, replacing them with new.
But you don't even realize you're doing
You
that,
don't know.
Which is nice.
It just happens in the background of your mind.
It's like you're, like when we would have our calls, they were once a week, and it was, so what did you do this week? And I'm like, oh my God, I got so much. Like when you actually stopped and like thought about it, I was like, oh my God, I got so much done. Or I'd start off with, well, I got this done, and then I got that done. And then as you're talking and you're going through with the to-do list, you're like, oh my God, and you're like, you really got a lot done. I was like, I did get a lot done. And I was like, that's when you realize, when you like reflect the week, like of what the things that you did, you're like, oh, I really did check off that list. And as you do them week by week, it doesn't even feel like a to-do list. It's kind of like, second nature. You
That's
do
right.
it and you're like, hey, this is nice.
It becomes second nature.
Yeah.
It just becomes who you are and how you do.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
How you be.
Absolutely.
So come on over. We'd love to see you and have this mental resilience for motivation.
And that peaceful life.
And
or
the
a fun life or whatever it is. Whatever
fill
kind
in
of
the
life that
blank.
you're trying
Peaceful,
to.
calm, fun, passionate, exciting. Yeah.
You can have it. You just gotta get yourself there.
That's right.
And why not start next Thursday?
Start next Thursday. Here.
November 16th.
November 16th.
And we'll see you then.
We will see you then.